Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. We have finally made it to Kirkland's Christmas 2025. Are you ready? Let's shop. And as you can see, as soon as I walked in, the bow made its appearance. The bow is definitely ruling Christmas at Kirkland's. A lot of this brownness too, which I love. That is like my forever theme. Look at that bow. Look at that topper. Now I will say, I've seen the bow being shared on social media. In person, it's not as good quality as it looks. Listen, I'm just the messenger. I'm just letting you know what it is. Just saying. The ornaments, $9, $11. That's pretty much the range for most of their ornaments. So that's why I'm not getting into the nitty-gritty of, look at these. How beautiful are those glass ornaments? OMG. But yeah, I'm see, confirming again, $9. You see? Look at these. What is that, velvet?
This is beautiful. What is that, velvet?
And brown at that? Love it. Also $9. But yeah, the bow just didn't, it looks a little bit like on the cheapy side in person. Just letting you know. And by the way, I know it's been a long time, but Kirkland's just hasn't been doing it for me. I told you this, I think, the last time we were here. I'm pretty sure we've had this discussion. Now, I'm excited to show you what they do have. Look at this. A little bow action again. But can I just say, and it saddens me to have to say this, but I wasn't that impressed. I wasn't that impressed. Now, these, I was kind of like, ooh, do I need these? You know my theme is pine cones, or not really like my theme, but I wanted to incorporate a lot of pine cones this year, a lot of candles, the greenery, and these are $10 and they look so nice. But then I decided that that wasn't the vibe necessarily. But look at them. Do you see? Do you see the debate I was having? Can you tell that I'm like, do I get them? Do I not? How do I feel about these? They were very nice, but I just figured I didn't want to go so like shiny, and I didn't want to go that far. I already have a few pine cones on my tree that I got from TJ Maxx that have, oh my goodness, dropping it. By the way, that garland was $120. Just saying. And so there's already that sugared look. You know I'm obsessed with it. I've become obsessed with that sugary look on things, on the berries and on a pine cone, on an apple, whatever it is that has that sugary look on it, I'm into it. So I have that, and I didn't want to go with these. These were more like actual, like little stones, yeah. Anywho, here are the garlands. It's 25% off. I do own 4 of these garlands, like those that we just looked at, not the ones that light up, the ones that were right next to it. I missed what the price was because I'm just carrying on as per usual. Look at these. I thought these were cute. Very cute if you're into the bow. I'm telling you, like, if you are doing bows, definitely check out Kirkland's because they had a lot of bow things. I do own 4 of those garlands. I bought them a few years ago. I did get them when they were on sale. Okay, because you know me, I like a sale. But I am thinking that I'm already thinking this. I do this every time too. Do you see this? $70. This is definitely new. Never seen here before, for sure. So they do have some new items, but I just wasn't impressed, you know? This painting was very heavy. It has a little kickstand, and I like it. I like it a lot. This is one of the items that I really, really liked. Another one that I was kind of like, do I want it? Where would I use it? I already got a $35, by the way. I even love the frame. Like everything about it is nice, but I already got the one from, I found mine at Marshall's, I believe it was. Yes, Marshall's. I've shown it to you in one of my shorts, I believe, at this point. And so I'm like, how many tree paintings do I need really? You know, like I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think and not buy unnecessarily. $60 for this piece right here. I will say it's very large and it actually has 6 hooks. We tend to see these have 4 hooks most of the time. Like for myself, my family, I do need 6 hooks. I don't need this one though, but I know how that is because I'm usually looking for a 6 hook situation and that one had it. So if you need a 6 hook and you wanted to say Merry Christmas, I will say it was very like traditional farmhouse, you know? It was definitely giving farmhouse, Kirkland's back in the day kind of vibes. Look at the bells at the top. I thought this tray was cool. This is also new. I mean, for the most part, most of their Christmas stuff was new this year. I don't even remember seeing many things that were like, okay, well, they had this last year. That happened last year. Last year, I saw a lot of things that I felt were available the year prior. The presents at the top, maybe that's something that they've had before, but definitely looked different, I would say. Overall, I keep saying it because it was just so, I was shocked that I wasn't that impressed with this year's collection. Let me know what you think. Do you feel the same? Look at this bell. Lots of glitter. A little Merry Christmas sign, $20. But it's still very much a fun experience, of course. You know, I love to peruse and love to share it with you. So I do hope you enjoy. And this also serves as, if you were thinking of going to Kirkland's, now you can see what's available and maybe help you decide whether you want to take the trip or not, because I do know that a lot of you guys don't have a Kirkland's necessarily like right around the corner. $17 for these. I did like these. And if you like a bow, this one is a good one. I love that the little hook is like a little, you know, braided. The bow is pretty. I really like these. These were another one that I liked. A little velvet ribbon, $13. I almost was going to, this is another item that I almost was like, ooh, do I get these? Because they are green. If they would have had brown, I probably would have contemplated brown as well. But did you see it's a clip? It's a clip in the back. And I was thinking more to put it on my bells. So didn't do it because really, how am I going to clip that on a bell? And I'm actually glad that I didn't because I don't know. Don't really need an actual bow. I could see myself putting a ribbon, but I wouldn't make it into a bow. Or maybe a bow that falls, not one that is like shaped fully as a bow, you know? I hope that makes sense. Here's their infamous candles. Look at the price. $17. Now, the lid is beautiful. It's like almost like an embroidered lid. It was very fancy looking. But $17 for a Kirkland candle? Wow. I was in shock about that. There goes the navy blue bow. And speaking of navy blue, ooh. Speaking of navy blue, the berries that we're going to take a closer look. Look, there they go right there. But no worries, we're gonna like really truly take a look at them in a little bit because this is another item I contemplated. And see, they did have some items that I was like, this is nice, maybe I should get it. But it just wasn't good enough where I was like, yeah, I had to have it. These were so nice, $30, not Christmas necessarily, but you know I love a basket. And so here it is. I was trying to figure out if they were different sizes because they did seem to like be a little bit different, but they're meant to be the same. Obviously, they're probably like hand woven and whatnot. So they're not going to be, they're like one of a kind in a way, I suppose. I suppose. Yes, the tableware, the plates and such, very nice. They always have really nice plates, even just in general, not just for Christmas. So this year, this is the Christmas collection. Very neutral, just white and green. Love that. But like I said, hopefully this will help you decide if you need to take the trip or not, you know? And if you do see items that you do really love, then great, you know? You don't have to agree with me. Plus, like I said, I did see many items that I was like, oh, or not many, but a few. I've been mentioning them as we've gone along. And it just wasn't like, I'm also very indecisive, as you may know. You may or may not know. I could be somewhat indecisive until I finally just like lock in and I'm like, okay, this is what we're going with. OMG, he was about to fall, the little gnome. All of these are like little sets of threes. Very cute. $30 for the set. The little houses, those are cute. I actually didn't notice how cute they were until now. And then these are a cult classic. Now these are some items that they've done in the past. Like I always see them have, and it doesn't matter what, it could be Easter, fall, Christmas. They always do these large wood pieces. This one is $60. They do light up, so that's nice. This guy was nice. It was the only one in the store. $70. And we haven't mentioned, I'm shocked, I guess because I'm so busy talking about how I wasn't super impressed with the collection this year, but I usually mention the price point. The price point at Kirkland's is definitely not cheap. $110 for this one right here. Speaking of which. And they do tend to have some sales here and there, coupons, whatnot, so there's always that. Some items are 25, like the garlands, 25% off. And then like this section right here, tree decor is 30% off right now. $15 for the sugared berries. This is exactly what I was talking about. For a moment in time, I did think, oh, maybe I'll incorporate a little bit of blue into some of the greenery and brown neutral vibes that I got going on with the pine cones and all. And so I was debating getting this like in my mantle garland situation that I got going, but I decided against it. But that's why I was like contemplating it so much, because I'm like, do I do the sugared berries? Because every time I see the red ones, I'm like, we all know about the red, even if it's a Damaris red, I don't really want to do red berries. Like that's definitely not going to be something that I'm going to like truly love. So I'm like, what if they had green berries or the blue, which here they had them. I had to let you hear the bells. And then once I see them, you know, like you wish for something, you think you're looking for this thing, and then you see it in person, and then I'm like, no, it's okay. I can do without. $15 for the jingle bell stems with the greenery. And then more ornaments. Now, I will say some of the ornaments are, you know, some returning favorites for sure, like these right here. These are so pretty. All of the glass ones were so good. And whatever you see in the green, they also had it in the red. Some cherries. That's a little random. The little animals, those are cute. Oh, I love this one. The stacked books, $9. Just reconfirming, because now these are on the other side. And so I'm always thinking like, well, maybe these are a different price point. One never knows. And then here's some more of the stems. I almost thought I wanted these. I was in the hunt for stems. These are 15 for 2, not bad. Like just greenery stems, and the little bit of blueberries or what have you. Found them both here, but decided against both, you know? The greenery stems that I ended up with were actually from World Market. They always have some really good mats. So here they are for this year. $17. That one is pretty, you know, classic. I think some of them had to like have sold out. We are going to see some more that are going to come up. But I still felt like it wasn't as many as previous years. Or maybe I just didn't like as many. You see? You see what I mean? There was no way I could pick those up. You know about my arm. You know about my arm. So I definitely have to like refrain from doing too much heavy lifting for a little while. $70 for this one. I thought that one was very pretty. A lot of their artwork is usually really nice too. I own a few pieces, but I bought them years ago. And again, like I was telling you the other day, after Christmas, when the stores used to have full on, that one at the top, I love it, but I wish it wasn't snowy. Like, why can't they do like greenery like that, but no snow? Sometimes I don't want a snowy Christmassy vibe. Like, I just want the Christmas vibes with like lights and just the greenery. Just a little greenery. No snow, you know? The tree collars, this one was my favorite. Even though it has writing and all, I just really like the color. I think it was really nice. And the fact that the writing is like tone on tone, I feel like it's fine, you know? This placemat is very pretty. $15. It's giving World Market vibes with all the little beads and whatnot. These, I think, have been available in previous years. I thought it was nice that this one had like a little edge going all the way around. $13 for these. A little Santa mug action. But yes, I digress. But what's new? When the stores used to have big sales after Christmas, that's when I bought some of the artwork that I have from them. Icon glasses. These are really pretty. $10. I loved that the little edge going all the way around the edge had like that candy cane going. I kind of wish it was just that and not the bottom. Or if they did the edging around the bottom, that it would have been like small, not like the big, how they did the entire base. I think it would have been so much prettier if it was just like the tiny little candy cane going around like they did at the top. That would have been perfection. So this collection also has like the bowls and the butter dish. $17. The pitcher, $30. But like I said, some items are 25% off, some are 30% off. This is very pretty. Elegant. $10. They also have just the regular tall glass. That one is $9. And speaking of greenery, they have lots of it for your table. It's $13, but I thought I was looking at the runner. So then I'm like, wait a minute, there's no way that the runner is $13. So they have the placemat, and then this is the runner, and the price for the runner actually surprised me. $25. Do you recall that like last year and the year prior, like the runners were going for like $45 or something like that? Maybe it's because it's this greenery one. But I will say, I didn't see any other runners. These glasses I thought were cool. This is a penguin. The first one was like the tree. And then they also have a Santa. I really like these. These are nice. These are nice. I forgot about these. And maybe I just missed it because there's no way that they didn't have more Christmas runners. That might have been on me. Apologies. Look at this collection. Speaking of bows, I told you. Oh, those chargers up there, a set of 4, they were way too high. And you know, I have an issue. Now the arm thing is going to become a thing. No, but it's real. It's a real thing. But those black chargers with a little bit of like gold, but it wasn't like a super shiny gold. I really like those. Oh, those tier trays at the top. I wish they were lower. Those looked really good. They looked like really substantial, heavy, you know, all the things. Now here are more of those mats, but some of these were just like regular doormats. Not all of them were Christmas. Here's a Christmas one, a little wreath action. I like that. I thought this one was funny. This Christmas one almost had me kind of, because I was like, oh, greenery, a little bit of that blue that I was considering and thinking about. So then of course I'm looking to see if they had like my initial that I would need, and they didn't, because of course everything is, you know, sold out, I suppose. Now here is the last tree that they had up with the red and white decor. So pretty. They do really good displays. They definitely did some nice trees this year. So definitely let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Were you loving some things? Not so much? Let me know. Let's discuss. And that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notification bell so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. And let's keep the party going by clicking on one of these videos right here on the screen. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!